All right, all right, all right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, hello. What is up, and welcome to the big premiere. I know you guys are excited. Are you excited? Get ready. Today is the premiere of Monster Hunter. Oh, wait, no. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today is the start of my ongoing coverage of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Starting today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited. As you know, I've played in two separate betas of this game. One was back in September, and then one was just recently, a couple weeks ago. Really enjoyed it, and liked the game a lot, even though, I'll be honest, my reactions either are not as good as they used to be, and or the fact that I'm playing on an older TV with a joystick is creating a lot of input lag, because a lot of the times things that seem like they should be easily punishable and everyone says they are, I can't really punish them. And I don't know if it's the internet connection, if it's me, again, if it's the equipment. It could be one of many factors. But overall, I did enjoy playing this game, both beta waves that were available. And I'm now looking forward to the full-fledged, full-on release with all of its content. Apparently the game has a lot of content. From what people have been saying, there's apparently a pretty long and meaty story mode to play through. Then there's hyperbolic chamber challenges. There's training mode. There's apparently, I think, trials. And then, online play, obviously. So for a fighter, it seems like it's a pretty robust game. There's going to be a lot of content. FYI, this is going to be my major focus. All right, my major focus for the game is going to be me playing it today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and quite frankly, more than likely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week as well. Even though there is a new game coming out on Tuesday, Dissidia Final Fantasy, I think if people really like this game, they're going to want to see me, delve into it, check out all the characters, right? Try to figure out all their viable strategies, play a lot of online, but also do all the offline. This is a game, especially because it's Dragon Ball in addition to a fighting game. It's a game that's my perfect forte. Dragon Ball I am a fan of. I actually just recently, in the last year to year and a half, watched the entire series of Dragon Ball Z front to back. So I'm up on the lore, at least, of the Dragon Ball Z franchise. And, also, always been a fan of Dragon Ball. Watched a lot of the series over the years. The original Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Never got around to Super. So there are going to be some things that are going to go over my head. But, and, I'm a huge fan of fighting games. I love playing all the biggest, hottest fighting game releases. And now this is a combination of two different kind of genres combined together into something that I really think is going to be a lot of fun for everybody starting today. Okay? So I certainly hope that you guys are excited to see that. I am. I don't know about you, but I am. I'm pretty pumped for the next few days in particular. The launch here is always super hype, and I'll be playing this double stream today. Both streams today will be Dragon Ball FighterZ. Tomorrow, this will be my main stream. All right. Tomorrow night will be PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds returning. Sunday will be more of this on my main stream, and then Monday this will be my main stream, and probably Monday night I'll do more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Tuesday I'll probably break for some variety doing Dissidia, like I said, Final Fantasy Dissidia. But then probably Wednesday I'll come back to this. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes with this game. But, I mean, it seems to me like there's enough content in the game to hold up many, many streams coming up this week. And keep in mind, it's a fighting game that's competitive. So this is a game I could go back to the well, per se, and play online every once in a while and try out. Again, there's so many characters in the game already from the start. It'll be really fun to keep going back and checking out characters and seeing what the meta has become, and doing sessions of it once a week and stuff like that. Could be pretty cool. All right, I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are very excited too. Yeah, I think that you guys will really enjoy it. All right, so that's the deal. Now, what are we doing today? Today, since the game has one, I've decided before we jump into the competitive online, and especially because what's going to happen today, today's undoubtedly going to be the worst day to try to play this game online, because so many people are buying it and are going to try to play it on the first day. The connections are going to be crap. The servers will probably constantly be crapping out. This always happens on launch day of a major fighting game release. So I've decided, instead of having a stream that's frustrating because we can't get good matches and the lag is in effect and everything, instead, right, let's do the story mode. Let's jump into the narrative story mode. And in fact, I usually do this if you take a look at NetherRealm games in particular, either the Mortal Kombat or the Injustice games. Typically what I do is I play through the story mode first to get it out of the way and to make sure that any online bullshit that's going to happen with the game gets sorted out within the first day or so. And then I start focusing on, you know, learning characters and playing online. So that's what I think we're going to do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard good things about the story mode. I heard it's actually really good for a fighting game. It's quite robust, and I've actually heard people saying it could be 10 hours long. I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe the story mode of a fighting game is 10 hours long without being an insanely crappy grind. So we'll see together. I don't know. I don't know what the story mode is, but I have heard the plot is actually pretty good. Okay. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. We're going to start off with that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Am I going to do the story mode all day today on both streams? I don't know. It depends on how good it is. If it's really good and I want to keep going, then yes. If we play it all for this first stream and I get a little bored and I want to do something different tonight, I'll do something different tonight. Okay? So I like that I have that ability to mix it up on the fly and make these decisions. Okay? So, there you go, folks. I'm pretty excited. A few updates for everyone. Okay, a few updates. You guys are going to love these updates, trust me. Okay? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this channel has been doing incredibly well here on Twitch recently. Record high viewership, record high amount of participation with cheer subs and tips. We have the most subs we've ever had. The most I ever had was 557. Today we're down to 554. But as you could see, even with the amount of subs that are going down every day, we're catching back up. We're catching right back up. So it's not like the channel has lost a significant amount. The support I'm seeing for this channel is amazing. I'm super excited. So thank you guys, everyone, for that. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So that being said, actually now we're up to 555 subs, which I didn't even know. Awesome. That being said, I hit some milestones, some tier milestones this month on the channel. I hit 450 subs, for which the reward is going to be an Indies Marathon coming up probably in early March. All right. If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month, by the way, you can nominate and vote on the games that'll be in that marathon, FYI. The tier 2 milestone that we hit, if you guys aren't aware, was that I was going to do another DSPGaming video in the shower. A throwback to 8 years ago when I did a video. Actually, it was about 7 years ago. It was the very end of 2010. When I did a video just like that with the Axe Body Detailer, I've decided to do another one. Guess what? I filmed it. I edited it. It's actually ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can believe it, it's ready to go. It's good. I did this last night, actually. I worked on it. I did it. I was like, wow, this is pretty good, man. You guys will like it. It's funny. I think you're really going to like this video, okay? When am I going to upload it? Well, I don't know. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, but it's ready to go. I wasn't kidding. You guys thought I was kidding about it. I'm not. I'm doing it. It's done. It's done. It's ready to go. Okay? So, you're going to like this. Will I release it today or tomorrow? I don't know. I'll think about it. I know some of you guys are probably going to try to convince me to release it today, but we'll see. We'll see. The thing is, I kind of want people... I kind of want people to watch my podcast from yesterday, which I just uploaded to my vlogging channel over the course of last night. Sadly, YouTube's been having problems. Like, I've been trying to upload the podcast. It takes forever to upload. It took forever to process. No one really watched the third part yet. So it's a little frustrating. Doing a 3+ hour podcast, put it out on the internet, and no one sees it because YouTube's all screwed up. But hey, it is what it is. So we'll see. Maybe I'll upload it today or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what I did. The next tier reward, which was for hitting 550 subs, is going to be a special double episode of DSP Tries It. I have the first item already that I'm going to be doing for that. The second, I actually just ordered. I said, oh, here we go. Here's something good. I just ordered it. So when that arrives, which should be within a week, then I will be, filming and working on my next reward for you guys for the amount of amazing subs that we have raised this month. That'll be coming. Now, reminder. There are 6 days left in the month, folks. Today and 5 more days, okay? If we hit 600 subscriptions here on this channel by the end of the month, which I know is a stretch, I know it's going to be, I know it's going to be a tough one, because what's going to end up happening, all right, sadly, is going to be that there's going to be the subscriptions expiring. As you guys know, at the end of December, I did a bunch of holiday-themed events, which got a ton of new subscribers to the channel, but also I did a fundraiser another day when I had a tremendous amount of subs that came into the channel. So I know what's going to happen is every day you're going to see those subs that were gifted and subs that were not, auto-renew, like a lot of Twitch Prime subs, are going to be expiring here on the channel. What I'm going to be doing is keep reminding you guys, if we hit 600 subs, it's the big final goal for subs for the month. If we hit 600 subscribers by the end of the month, I guarantee you, I am going to start a new series, okay? That series is going to be a new cooking series with myself and my girlfriend. We already have a couple recipes that we have in mind that we want to start the series with. And it'll start, when we get a chance. So probably mid to late February we'll start filming. And then maybe I'll edit it and see if we can get it out by, say, like March. We'll see, though. Maybe even earlier than that. It depends. She doesn't arrive until the middle of February. So obviously I can't get the series started until then. But I guarantee you a new cooking series if we hit 600 subs by the end of this month. So we've got 6 days left to get people to start subbing, folks. Now, in particular, right now is a great time to subscribe to the channel. Number one, because you get access to a bunch of new emotes that have been added over the last month, including, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the DSP Goku emote, which is the Super Saiyan Phil. I'm sure many people are going to be wanting to use this emote during the course of my Dragon Ball FighterZ playthrough over the next several days to weeks, okay? Now, in addition, special shout out, thank you to Popsicolo. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, well, you may not know this, when you subscribe to someone's channel here on Twitch, there's 3 options. You could do the standard $5 subscription, you could do the deluxe tier 2 $10 subscription, or if you really want to be supportive of the streamer and go above and beyond, you could do the tier 3 $25 subscription. Now, essentially, the only real difference here is that you're paying more money and the streamer themselves gets more from it. So, for example, I get a bigger cut from a $10 subscription than I do from a $5, and I get an even bigger cut from a $25 sub than I do from a $5 or $10, okay? But there's also the ability to have an exclusive emote per tier subscription. So, for example, tier 2 subs could get access to a special emote, and then tier 3 subs can get access to both the tier 2 sub and a special tier 3 sub emote. Popsicolo designed these, okay, and I have them now submitted. What they are, it's me as the red-haired Saiyan. I believe this is actually the red-haired Saiyan. Wasn't that, isn't it Goku? Like, he has the red hair at one point, and then it goes blue afterward. I think there's 2 levels of Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Super. So it's the red-haired and then the blue-haired version of Super Saiyan Phil, okay? It's SSJ God and SSJ Blue. Okay, there you go. So it's SSJ God and SSJ Blue. Those are the levels. So tier 2 will be SSJ God, and tier 3 will be SSJ Blue. So if you do decide to subscribe to the channel now and you say, you know what, I want to go a little bit higher, I want to help Phil out even more, let's do a tier 2 or tier 3. Very shortly, you're going to have special emotes just for you. And by the way, there are people, I think $10 subs. I think I got about maybe 5 to 10 of them. And I think there's maybe 2 or 3 people that actually are doing tier 3 subs. So it's not going to be a lot of people who have access to those, okay? It's going to be a very small grouping of people who are going to have the ability to have those subscriptions. So, or those subs, excuse me. So, I keep saying subs, emotes. Why do I said the wrong thing twice. Access to those emotes. So it's going to be really sweet. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Popsicolo. I want to say thank you to you, Sarah, for making those for the higher tier subs. So, honestly, now there's finally a reason. If you want to be a higher tier sub and you want to get the exclusive emotes, there's actually a reason for you to do so. It's not just like, oh, I'm throwing Phil, a couple extra bucks. You're actually going above and beyond that as well, but you get something out of it, too, for the first time. So, that's pretty cool. All right, so, making a solid push for the end of the month, 6 days left. If we can make 300 total subs here on the channel, I will be ensuring that we start a cooking series, myself and my girlfriend, and it's going to be pretty fun. Sound good? All right, very nice. Okay, everybody, so that's all good news, right? Great stuff. I'm excited for Dragon Ball FighterZ to start today. I'm excited for everyone, you know, to get hyped for it. I know people are getting hyped for it. People already cheering, subbing, tipping on the pre-stream here are getting pumped. And I'm going to give you guys shout-outs in just a couple minutes here, which is really awesome, okay? Also, folks, right now, this channel on Twitch, the best it's ever been. This is the best streaming month I've ever had by far. It's already official. I've bypassed December. It's the best month ever here on Twitch. I'm super pumped. I'm so excited that you guys have been so supportive this month. And now, finally, we're actually starting new games. That's the thing. This is the best streaming month I've ever had, and I didn't even play new games yet. How crazy is that? Now we're finally going to start the new games up. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet, man. I'm feeling incredibly positive for the rest of 2018, and I hope that you guys are too. All right, anything else? I don't know in particular if I really have anything else that I really need to talk about today. I am so excited to jump into Dragon Ball FighterZ. No lie, I woke up early today. I actually woke up before my alarm, and that's rare that happens. I woke up, I was like, man, I'm actually really excited for today. Like, genuinely, I want to get in there and start playing this game and, you know, dive into it. I'm so pumped. So, thanks to everyone for being here on launch day. I really do appreciate you guys being here, and, I think it's time to start. All right, so here's what we'll do. Let's go through my quick plug segment, and then we will move on. I'll give you guys shout outs for your cheers, subs, and tips here on pre-stream, your contributions, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for giving me the most positive, supportive, and amazingly great month on Twitch so far since I've live streamed. It's been amazing. I really enjoy doing this, and I am very grateful. Okay? So, if you are watching the live streams, if you watch the on-demand videos on YouTube, or both, and you want to go above and beyond just being a standard viewer, maybe you want to say, man, I want to help Phil out a little bit more. I want to make sure that he's able to keep doing this. You know, I love what he's doing. I want to make sure he can, you know, keep this up. There's many ways that you can actually contribute, guys, and help me out. First would be Patreon. If you check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil, your monthly pledges to my Patreon funding campaign they allow me to afford the cost of doing business. For example, my internet bill is sky high. My electricity bill, the cost of games, the cost of equipment. You know, right now, I'm using new headphones that I had to buy about a month and a half ago that were pretty expensive, but they're great. And, you know, I just had to spend a bunch of money to get Super Mario Sunshine, the playthrough, going, right? There's a lot of stuff that I've been doing recently that costs a lot of money. There's a bunch of new games coming up recently. I'm going to have to dump hundreds of dollars. Your patron support allows me to handle all that without having to worry about dipping into the debt or anything like that, okay? Just being real. In addition, your Patreon support gives stuff back to you. It allows you to get personal interaction and personal control over my content, okay? For example, based on your actual pledge level on Patreon, you can get text or verbal thank yous and shout outs in my videos on YouTube. You can get control over monthly events. So, for example, I've already mentioned there's going to be an Indies Marathon coming up. If you pledge $5 or more by the end of January, so again, 6 days left to do so, you will be able to nominate and then vote on games that are going to be in that marathon. You will have direct control over stuff in my ongoing monthly events. How cool is that? You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which is actually happening next month on the 22nd of February. So hint, hint again, if you pledge now by the end of the month, you'll be able to get your questions answered on the very next show. All right? And then certainly last but not least, folks, the best perk, in my opinion, the perk that everyone tells me they love is, get ready, drum roll. Is there a drum roll? The private Q&A video, by which you can submit a list of questions for a video that's anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes in length, and I specifically address you and answer all of your questions, all right? People who've gotten this perk like it so much. Not only has every person who's ever received it thanked me personally and said it's the best perk, you know, possible, they love it. Some people go back and do it again. They do it 2-3 times because they love the private Q&A videos so much, okay? So, please consider pledging to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. It's pretty awesome stuff. You help me out and you get cool perks in exchange for it, okay? Number 2, there's my Teespring store. You're actually seeing it right now on the screen. This is my merchandise shop where you can buy t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, all kinds of stuff. And I personally own a bunch of stuff from the shop. In fact, yesterday on my podcast, I wore one of the t-shirts. I'm not going to lie, I was a little cold because it's cold here in Washington. It's the winter. So I was a little cold wearing a sleeveless t-shirt, but I wanted to show off the merch for the show. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a pretty sizable commission from. It helps me out directly. But in addition, you get a cool personal collectible, you know, a piece of swag. If you're a fan of me and my content and you want to kind of hang out with it, there you go. You can buy something. And if you share that with me on social media when you get it, I'll retweet it on my Twitter of 25,000 followers so other people can see how awesome this stuff is. Currently, the featured item on my shop is a new item designed by longtime viewer and fan Insomniatic Me. It's me versus a troll in the King of Fighters setting. How pertinent now that I'm about to start playing fighting games, and we've got a fighting game themed new piece of merch, right? In fact, someone already ordered one, which is pretty cool. So thank you to the person who did, and thank you to everyone who's checked out my Teespring shop. Give it a look. It's great quality stuff. And later this year, the big 10th anniversary line, folks. This is my 10th anniversary being a content creator on the internet, and the big line of 10th anniversary product will be launching soon. I'll let you know when. Okay. All right, folks. Last but not least, if you're here live on the stream and you want to be part of the stream, you want to become interactive with it, you can either cheer, sub, or tip. If you do any of those things, I will give you a verbal shout out during the stream. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is a fighting game. There's times when I will not be able to be checking cheer, subs, and tips, in particular during a match. Obviously, I need to pay attention to what's going on and not lose. However, I will do my absolute best in between matches and the like to give you shout outs for all of your contributions. I'm very appreciative of that. I hope you guys enjoy the story here of the game. In addition, keep in mind that cheers need to be 25 bits. Reason being, we had a 10-bit limit just a few weeks ago, and there was so much spam in the stream chat, it was uncontrollable. I had to up it to 25, and since I did, now things are under control. So, you know, we're going to keep it at 25 for now, because it seems to have worked out for this month. So, you know, so far, so good. Okay. In addition as well, keep in mind that reading out your messages is at my discretion. If you leave a troll message, or some people who say insults and stuff, obviously I'm not going to read those. Some people say stuff that's completely ridiculously off topic or personal stuff that should not be read on stream. I'm not going to be reading that either. And also, if you put a ginormous fucking paragraph in a message during gameplay, I'm probably not going to read your 42-sentence paragraph. I'm just saying. Try to keep your cheer, sub, and tip messages short and sweet so that they fit into the stream and so, you know, they don't disrupt the content, okay? In addition, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button when you sub, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll actually get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification, which you've already been seeing here on the pre-stream. This gives you both visual and verbal recognition during my streams for your contributions, which are very much appreciated. I will just very quickly reiterate, even though I talked about this at length yesterday on my podcast, YouTube ad revenue currently is abysmally bad. It has gone down by 50% or more since the holidays. Typically, it'll go down a little bit because there's no ad revenue because all the holiday ads dried up. This is the biggest dip YouTube ad revenue has ever seen in its history as a website. I really feel bad for people who are trying to make a living just making YouTube videos at this point. I don't know how it's possible. It's the worst it's ever been. And, you know, sadly, you know, I do upload all my videos to YouTube, and I do depend still on YouTube ad revenue to make ends meet. However, the good news is Twitch is so much on the up and up. We've got so much growth here, so much positivity. You guys are defraying that. You are basically making it so that normally I'd be freaking out. Seriously. I'd be sitting here, guys, I need your help. I'm so screwed because YouTube. I don't even have to be like that. This Twitch has been so good this month. I'm not even freaking out. I'm feeling positive for the future. I'm the complete opposite of how it used to be. This is great. I want to keep this up. I want Twitch to become the place where people can come and hang out with me and be positive and have fun. And, you know, people are having so much fun, they contribute, and then that's it. I don't have to worry anymore, right? So you guys are doing everything right. I can't ask for anything more. Thank you all for your positive contributions. And, you know, it's awesome. So thank you to everyone. Seriously. Like, it's the complete opposite of what I used to do. It's so awesome, man. Pretty good. All right, so, folks, that is it. Let's now do shout-outs, all right? Reminder, we are doing a push towards 600 subs. I believe we're up to 557 again, which is my record high. Let's do some shout-outs, all right? So, first of all, folks, scroll all the way down here. I want to give some special props to those who come by my streams overnight when I'm not even live streaming at night, all right? Because sometimes I'm not. I mean, in fact, late night, I never stream super late night unless it's like a midnight premiere or something like that, which I haven't done recently. And there are people who actually keep me in mind overnight when I'm not even live. They come by the stream and they cheer, sub, and tip. This is pretty amazing that people do that and keep me in mind for like that. I mean, it's tremendous. It means that you guys like me and my stuff so much that you're thinking of me even when I'm not here live streaming. That's pretty sweet, right? So shout out to the following people who actually cheered, subbed, and tipped overnight. We had Infinite 55 who did a 25-bit cheer, and Golden Colts did actually 3 25-bit cheers overnight. So thanks guys for that. Then when the stream actually went live, an outpouring of support began, which is amazing. We had K Styles 1998 who resubscribed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, for the 14th month in a row. Thank you, K Styles. 14 months of support. And it means that he basically started subbing pretty much exactly when I came back to Twitch in late 2016. Thank you guys very, very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. JC Black did JC Black 1990 subscribed to the channel for the first time. Thank you, JC Black, for that. Revenger01 tipped me $10 and says, this question has been lurking in my brain for years now. Who let the souls out? That's right. For those who were here earlier and caught the pre-stream, the pre-stream, I run some fan remixes from back in the day when I used to be the hot shit on YouTube, before YouTube fell the fuck apart and became a toxic cesspool. I actually used to be really popular on YouTube, and people make music remixes of my stuff. I play those on pre-stream, and one of them is Who Let the Souls Out from my God of War 3 playthrough, and that's a reference to that. So thank you, Revenger, for your $10 tip. I appreciate that. Aussie Sly 47 Adam gave me a 1200-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Aussie Sly, for that big support. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Soundwave subscribed to the channel for the 5th month in a row. Thank you for 5 ongoing months of support, Dr. Soundwave. It's much appreciated. Big Boy Dumper did a 25-bit cheer, and he says, Phil, is there a way to post fan art to you for playthroughs and pre-streams? I used to enjoy it. It doesn't need to be super high quality, right? No, it doesn't. And you can post it up on my forums on thekingofhate.com. There's a section there, a thread there for fan art. It actually says, I believe, fan art emotes for streams and stuff like that. And that's a running thread that people have been using for years, and just keep posting there. That's where I look every morning. I see if there's anything new, and if there's something new, I implement it. In fact, one of the pieces of artwork here was from this morning. So there you go. And I'm very appreciative, of all that. If you guys do make fan art and you want to leave your name on it to get a shout out, go ahead. Like, for example, you want to say, oh, buy Big Boy Dumper on it or something. Go ahead. I'm okay with that. Roddy Kaboom did a 100-bit cheer. He said, Phil, very late in responding. Happy to support you. Been a silent supporter for years. May 2018 have been even more positive surprises. Waiting for that shower video. Yeah. They want the shower video. It's coming, guys. The shower video is coming. It is coming shortly. Like I said, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Let's see here. All right, shout out to Joey the Tricky Plays for a 25-bit cheer. Faithin131 resubscribed to the channel for the 11th month in a row. Thank you for 11 months of ongoing support, Faithin. And he says, just watched your hate live. Keep staying strong, Phil. Your community supports you. Thank you very much, Faithin. And again, guys, if you want to check out that podcast, if you weren't here yesterday, go check it out over on my YouTube vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. It is live. It had some issues going live last night, but now it should be live and good to go. The Ravager then also did a 500-bit cheer and said, shower vid hype. Very nice. People really are looking forward to the shower vid. Oh, boy. QPZMWN subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for the subscription, QPZMWN. Angelus72 also subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Angelus, for the sub. Mr. Swaggins did a 60-bit cheer, and he says, I wish you wouldn't have dropped. Let's try this again. I wish you would have dropped Dissidia over Monster Hunter. Both are boring to watch, but 2 fighter-style games back-to-back is a little much. First of all, Dissidia is not a traditional 2D fighter at all. Okay? At all. It actually is an arena-style game that is nothing like a traditional fighter. If you guys watch my coverage of the beta of Dissidia NT Final Fantasy, it's very different. It doesn't look anything like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Street Fighter or anything. It plays differently. It's a very different game. Also, I've never played a Dissidia game, so for me to play a game that's kind of a cool scenario where all the main characters and villains of the Final Fantasy franchise duke it out is actually a pretty unique thing. And even though I realize that probably not a mainstream audience of my viewers are going to be coming out for it. I think it's something perfectly different to mix in along with my Dragon Ball coverage this coming week. And also if I decide to play UFC 3, which I'm not sure if I'm going to, but it would be something good and different to mix in, okay? A lot of people have expressed regret that I'm not playing Monster Hunter World, all right? Allow me to address this right now publicly on stream. Yes, I am very aware Monster Hunter World released overnight, okay? A few things. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, I attempted to play a Monster Hunter game about 2.5 years ago here on stream. It didn't go so well. People didn't like it. I played it, and it was a big grind. It's basically combat, repetitive combat, over and over. That's the entirety of Monster Hunter, okay? There's not much else to the game. That's it. Now, for a certain audience and for a certain kind of gamer, you might like that. You get hooked on the combat. You want to learn the nuances of the combat. You want to learn all the various different weapons, the different strategies against the different boss monsters, where to go for certain items in the game. You know, you could get immersed in it, especially if you're playing a co-op session of the game with friends, with voice chat communication, and you're constantly interacting. Absolutely, the game can be an amazing, robust experience. I actually compare it very similarly to the Dark Souls franchise. And the reason I say that, it has enough, there's enough complications to the game that if you put enough time and effort into it, you can really learn the nuances of the game, and absolutely you'll end up loving it, okay? The problem is a few things. Number one, folks, I'm not just playing the game for myself. I'm playing it for a viewing audience. And my viewing audience, you know, wants to see fun stuff. They want to see variety. They want to see action. They want to see a lot of interaction with the stream chat. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I tried to play the Monster Hunter World Beta. I did. And I actually played it with a party where we were voice chatting and interacting. Guess what? Within 2 hours of playing it, my viewing audience was bored to fucking tears. They said, this is boring. You don't know what you're doing, you know, which I don't. Admittedly, I don't. You know, maybe if this was a high-level gameplay with a bunch of players who were all good at the game and knew what they were doing, this would be fun. But being that, you know, you're a newbie, you don't know what you're doing, it's more like just a struggle, and a frustrating struggle at that, and it's not very fun to watch. So after about 2.5 to 3 hours of playing it, I said, you know what? Well, at least I gave it a shot, right? I gave it a shot, and people didn't like it. Quite frankly, I didn't really like it that much. I'm not saying I disliked it. I'm just saying, was I blown away? Was I hooked immediately and I want to play it like crazy? No. There's some people who maybe they are. I'm not one of those people, all right? The bottom line is, folks, if I played Monster Hunter World, number one, right now with the amount of new releases and stuff going on, especially with Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I'm going to put a lot of time into, I wouldn't have been able to give the game enough time to get good at it and or give it a fair shake. People would have complained, you're not playing it enough, you're not getting good, you're not learning the engine, you're not doing it, why aren't you playing it constantly to learn everything and co-op with people? Because that's not what I want to do. I am more geared towards Dragon Ball and fighting games. This is the perfect combination. This is what I want to play. You know, Monster Hunter World, if that had come out 2 weeks prior when there was absolutely nothing whatsoever going on with new releases in January, I would have loved to try it and play it and put in a bunch of time and dedicated, you know, a lot of effort towards it. The problem is it released the same day as another game that I've been hyped for a year. So, just bad release timing. I don't know what else to say. It really is. It's terrible release timing for Monster Hunter World. Now, if you guys want to see someone who's actually good at Monster Hunter play with a bunch of his friends over the course of this weekend, like if you have no interest whatsoever in Dragon Ball FighterZ and you want to go watch someone play Monster Hunter World, I have a very big recommendation. His name is Tolomeo. He's a really cool guy. He's a great streamer. This is one of his specialties. He focuses in on From Software games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and then Monster Hunter is his other specialty focus, okay? I recommend you guys head over to his channel. You check him out. He's going to be doing co-op with a lot of other streamers with this game over the course of this weekend. He played a big premiere stream last night. He's going to be doing more of it all weekend. All right. So check it out. I believe it's twitch.tv/Tolomeo. Tolomeo. Okay. In fact, you know what? I'll link it in the stream chat. Hold on. There you go. Let me make sure that that's correct. Not that I told you that and I click on it and it's not him. That would be a pretty bad plug. Here, go check this guy out that doesn't exist. Nope, it's correct. That's him. Okay. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Trust me, he's funny. He's entertaining. He's got friends who he's playing the game with. That way, you don't, oh man, I want my Monster Hunter fix and Phil's not playing the game. Go check him out. You're going to like it. And by the way, he's way better at games like I said, Bloodborne, Dark Souls. He's your go-to guy for that shit. I'm not good at that stuff. He's really good at it. So go give him a look. And, you know, if you want to see Dragon Ball FighterZ, you want to see a fun fighting game with Dragon Ball characters all weekend, you know, that's right up my alley. Come check me out. If not, you're dying, you absolutely must see Monster Hunter, go check him out. All right, fair enough? There you go. Okay. Shout out to Tanamounder, who did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Tanamounder. Shout out to Angela72, who did a 90-bit cheer and said, press F to Papa Lou. Oh, boy. Well, I haven't seen Papa Lou around yet today. Not that it's a problem. I mean, the guy's cool, but gets a little bit overexcited. Let's just put it that way. Anyway. Shortcake, 45, did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, how would you think you would react if you were playing an online fighting game and randomly entered a match against either John or Howard? Well, I probably wouldn't react at all because I don't know what their online accounts are. I think John's on Xbox Live used to be like Super John Rambo X. I have no idea what Howard's was. And guess what? They don't play on, well, they didn't play on PSN. And to my knowledge, they don't play fighting games competitively online. This would like literally never happen. You've created a scenario that has a 0% chance of happening. So I don't think I need to worry about that too much. Holy crap, Aussie Sly 47 Adam did a 9,000-bit cheer and said over 9,000. Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, Aussie obviously is now the top cheer for today. Holy crap. Thank you very much for that, Aussie. I mean, amazing support. Thank you very much. But guess what? You kind of failed because you said over 9,000, but you only did a 9,000-bit cheer. So really, it's exactly right on the dot, 9,000. But anyway, thank you, Aussie, for that. Wow, amazing support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if anyone's going to beat that today. Seriously, who's going to beat the 9,000-bit cheer? I don't know. Big Boy Dumper did another 50-bit cheer and says, like Shakespeare, Da Vinci went by an anonymous pen name when first painting. Italian Boy Dumper. Oh. So little known trivia about Leonardo da Vinci. Smoke It, Then Poke It did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Smoke It, Then Poke It. Appreciate that. Master Saru did a 100-bit cheer and says, I'm debating getting a DSP shirt. What color do you think will work best for manga DSP? I'm thinking of red. Also, Dragon Ball Z hype. The red would work. However, I want to warn you, if you remember, the background of the manga DSP is white and red. There's like a circle that's half white, half red. So the red might not stand out as much, although the white would stand out even better. I have a black version of it, and it looks really good. I also think that on blue, it would look really good because then both the red and the white would stand out. And in fact, I actually think that shirt would look pretty good on yellow. There's two versions of the shirt, by the way. I should tell you that. There's one where I believe the text is in yellow, and one it's a different color. So that way, if you change different background colors, it'll look different. Yeah, I don't know if there's definitely a 100% the best layout for it. I like my black version of it, but I also was debating getting it in blue, but I ended up getting the black. Which is funny, because I definitely should get a blue shirt eventually. I never got one off Teespring that was blue. I got mostly black, so. All right. Ronnie Kaboom did a 50-bit cheer. He says, couldn't you treat Monster Hunter like you do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? That is also not everyone's cup of tea, but they're both good for wasting time and chatting with Stream Chat. Just an idea, but then I know diehard fans of Monster Hunter would harass chat. No, that's the point. Listen, Monster Hunter World, again, I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I think it's a good game. I think, again, like the Dark Souls franchise, if you invest a ton of time and effort into it, you'll do good. But I'm not that kind of person. You know what I mean? Look how long it took for me to even do decently at From Software games. I had to play like 7 of them. Can you imagine? Like, let's say, even if every night my second stream was Monster Hunter World, right? I'd be fucking around in the game sucking ass, not, failing constantly. And then the reason that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds works for those kind of streams is because the game itself, first of all, is ass. Let's face it. On Xbox One, it's a terrible game. It's hilarious to watch because of all the glitches and bugs, stupid physics, and wonky shit that happen in it on a regular basis, okay? There's a ton of downtime. Unlike Monster Hunter World, where you have to pay attention because there's constant combat, in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, you've got a good 10 to 20 minutes every match where literally you're not doing anything. You're just grabbing items off the fucking floor, and maybe you happen upon someone. It's not until like the last 5-10 minutes of the match where you really have to pay attention because now you're down to the nitty-gritty. So that's why that works. Monster Hunter, yeah, is it repetitive? Absolutely. Is there grinding where Yeah, maybe it's more downtime to talk to people. Yeah, but you have to pay attention. That's kind of the difference, okay? Again, $60 release I would pay for, suck at. People would just inevitably be disappointed with the coverage of it. While if I focus on a fighting game like Dragon Ball FighterZ, or excuse me, Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I don't agree with the pronunciation, but whatever, I'll go with it. I know I'm going to be able to put out higher quality gameplay. I'm going to enjoy the game more. There's more to do with it. And it doesn't require a monstrous amount of time investment for me to jump into it because I've already played 2 betas. So I understand the basics of the game. I'm able to play at a higher level, right? It just makes sense. All right, Master Saru now did a 100-bit cheer and says, is there a chance you could extend manga DSP for me? I won't get paid till next Friday. Oh, dude, they don't worry. It's auto-renew. Even though on my Teespring shop sometimes it says, oh, the campaign ends on a certain date. They don't. They auto-renew. So even though it says, oh, it might end by Friday or whatever, it doesn't. It actually continues in auto-renews. You can order it whenever you want, okay? No worries there. Mr. Swaggins did a 25-bit cheer. Says Titanic or The Notebook? I've never seen The Notebook. I probably will never see The Notebook. I'm not going to front. I've seen Titanic, and I thought it was terrible. So, a bad movie I've seen or a movie that I'll never see that I've heard is bad, I don't know. What's worse? I guess the movie I've seen. I don't know, man. Big Boy Dumper says, would I ever consider using Streamlabs or Stream Elements for more interactivity? Loving the streams this year so far. Twin Snakes Hope. Well, I actually, when I started doing interactive streams last year, I did use Streamlabs. I used it for about a week, and then it just stopped working. It was having all kinds of memory buffer errors. It was like basically not popping up. Stuff was locking up. It wasn't working at all for me. And people could not give me a solution. They were like, we don't know why it's not working. You know, this seems stupid. So then I switched to Muxy. I never had a problem. Like, Muxy has worked consistently. Every once in a while, I'll be honest, Muxy is behind a little bit by a few minutes, so maybe like 5-10 minutes delay. But outside of that, I've never really had a big issue with Muxy. It seems to work consistently, you know. So I don't know what was wrong with Streamlabs that it wouldn't work properly with my OBS software, but now Muxy works perfectly. I don't know, but I go with what works, okay? That's the thing. I'm going to go with what works. I'm using what works. It's working. No reason to mix it up now and screw things up again, right? And then Big Boy Dumper did another cheer and says, new donation goal, Phil watches The Notebook, and then a Hateful Truth review of the movie. Oh, God. All right. Well, wow. I've seen an amazing outpouring already of support this morning on the stream. Infinite just did a cheer, and he says, would you rather I withdraw my $20 Patreon subscription and do a tier 3 sub on Twitch? Which one would you prefer? Well, the bottom line is either one, I'll probably get about the same amount of money, right? I guess the question is more for you. Would you prefer to get your questions answered on Ask the King, which is the big thing you get for the $20 pledge to Patreon, and or do you prefer to nominate and vote on games for monthly events, because that's the other great perk you'll get, or would you prefer to get this new tier 3 sub, or excuse me, boy, I can't say this right, this new tier 3 emote that's going to happen very shortly? Which would you prefer, the tier 3 emote or getting a bunch of perks on Patreon? Either way is cool with me. You know, it's really your personal preference. So there you go. All right, it doesn't really matter to me. Swaggin says, the National Socialist has a great idea. Why not make the chat sub only? And people who are complaining about the pre-stream length aren't even subbed. Well, the bottom line is it's probably people who came in here just to troll me anyway, in a lot of ways. Because you notice if you take a look at the people who complain all the time, you notice you don't recognize their names. It's either because they're newcomers who are just casual viewers of the stream, which is fine, you know, but they're going to come in and whine, of course. Wah, he's not playing the game. Wah. Or they're people who are only here to troll, and if I'm not playing the game, how do you troll, right? Just ignore them. There's no reason to put the chat and sub only. The only time I ever put the chat and sub only is if we got, like, spam bots coming in and destroying the stream. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Not, you know, we do have Nightbot who's supposed to catch that stuff, but it can't always catch everything. But I do not like putting the chat and sub only. I like, you know, having an open chat. Listen, not everyone can afford to sub to the channel. That's cool. I'm not going to hold it against them. I want this to be fun content that everyone can interact and be a part of. So no, I'm not putting the chat and sub only. You know, people are bugging you, ignore them. You can even do / ignore and then their name, and then you won't see their messages in the Twitch chat. There you go. Oh my God. Big Boy Dumper did another cheer. He says, a new donation goal. Phil watches Eat, Pray, Love. Does live commentary like Mystery Science Theater. No lie, I donate a lot to see that. Fans can dream, except that it would never happen because Eat, Pray, Love is a copywritten movie, and if I did that, I would be stricken down into copyright infringement hell. So it will not happen. Okay, everybody. I think we're caught up now. I think we've done all of the cheers. I think we're good to go. And I think it's time to begin. What do you guys think? Oh, Romy Rowe just did a 50-bit cheer. Said, hey, guys. What's up, Romy Rowe? Good to see ya. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here for the premiere of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I just got to do a few options. Like, I'm going to make sure subtitles and everything are on when I boot the game up. But outside of that, full speed ahead, we're going to be playing the story mode. Hope you guys are excited. Here we go. Thank you, everyone. Let's do this. Chala head chala. That's right.